Ahora. All right, so let's just start seated for a moment. I forgot to ask everybody what they wanted to do this evening, but I generally sort of know. So I'm going to hold on. I'm going to try to hold who I know is here in my mind and see where we go. So let's just start sitting for 1 minute and think about that. Clear your day. And you just be a couple breaths to kind of ground, get anchored on your mat, get anchored in your own body. Good. Do a little check-in, a little scan in your body. How are your toes? How are your ankles? Your knees, your feet, your hips? Good. Let the top of your head start to reach up towards the sky. So all we're going to do is just lengthen your spine. Good. Margarita, ¿estás haciendo aplauso? No puedo. Es demasiado chiquita, no puedo ver. Okay, entonces everybody go ahead, take a second, bring your arms up. And I want you to reach your rib cage to one side. Inhale, we'll come all the way up. And then estirandos, you're going to stretch and reach other side. So this movement can be as small or as full as you would like it to be. And you're just kind of taking almost like a little sway here, still anchoring in your hips. Good. We'll try this just a couple more times. Good. Let's do that one last time here. Good. And then we're going to take our hands, reach them back behind the head. Open your chest. And then exhale around. Let the top of your head come down. And then we'll inhale, open the chest. Let your hands kind of cup the back of your head, support you. Good. Inhale, sitting all the way up. Oh. Here comes Linda. Good. And then you can exhale. Everyone's frozen there. Go ahead. Take it right back down. Good. Inhale, stretching, coming all the way up. And then exhale, floating all the way down. Good. So now you'll inhale, stretch, reach your arms out. And I want you to kind of almost just pump your arms out to the side. So the elbows pull in, the arms stretch up, out, and down. Inhale and exhale, reach the arms. Inhale and exhale, reach the arms. So now as the arms come wide, take a little twist, bring your arms back through your center, and then exhale, you'll twist in the opposite direction. So inhale, come all the way up, inspirando, y expirando, bajando los brazos. Good, arms up, and then we reach. Inhale, y expirando, otro lado. Good. Inhale, sit all the way up now, holding the arms. And then you're going to exhale, tip and take your heels. Tipping the pelvis back, take your heels, line them up with your sitting bones. And then we're going to exhale and reach back. So let's inhale, sweep, dive the arms, really let your lumbar spine stretch. And then exhale, come down, pulling in with the front of the belly. So you're almost moving like an undulation, como una onda. Good. And then coming all the way right back. Inspirando, estirando arriba. Good. And then exhale, pulling back. Good. This time we're going to hold back here for a moment and lightly through your costillas, through the ribs, just pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right arm up, 5, 4, un brazo arriba, 2, 1, otro brazo arriba, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dos brazos arriba, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Open your hips, stretch, reach your spine forward. And then with your arms, hacemos círculos. You're going to just feel a little softness in the elbow, softness. Poco suave en los hombros, también in your shoulders. Beautiful. And then from here, roll your thumbs down, pulgares abajo. Y ahora, pulgares arriba. So you're going to stretch, reach all the way down. y atrás, abajo y atrás. Very nice. Última vez abajo y atrás. Good. Let's sit back for a moment, placing your hands debajo de los hombros, underneath your shoulders, and then lift your right leg or una pierna, cualquier pierna. Arriba y abajo. Beautiful. Oh no, did we lose? Oh, here comes Joanne. How nice. Good. So now with that leg, I want you to tap out and in. Afuera, adentro. Afuera, adentro, out, in. Joanne, I know you're just getting here. Don't worry, we're on the first leg of this journey. Ha, ha, ha. Good. And now from here, circulando, circling the leg. 3, 2, 1. Otra dirección. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale, sit up just a moment. Let the arms reach behind you. We're going to do that on the other side. But now, with your arms back, take a few full circles with your brazos. Good. And then circulando, you're going to circle, reaching all the way around the other way. Beautiful. And then exhale, tipping that weight back once again. Otra pierna. This is my left leg. La pierna izquierda. Arriba, arriba. Good. Waking up your hip. 3 and 2 and 1. And then abrimos, cerramos. You're going to open and close. Open and close. Abrimos, cerramos. 3 y 2 y 1 y círculos. Now we'll go little circles here with your hip. 3 and 2 and 1 y otra dirección. 3, 2 y 1. Good. Inhale, sitting all the way up. This time, arms up overhead. And again, big full circles. So just remembering, if joints don't get moved, if we don't move, bueno, then we get frozen joints, right? So this idea of keeping a kind of steady flow, articulando, bueno, por las articulaciones through, so you're creating movement, articulating movement through your joints, kind of as a practice. Okay, exhale, bajamos. You're going to come back down, place your palmas, your palms under your shoulders, your hombros, and then we're going to take the 2 legs down and up. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So now take the legs slightly further away from you, and we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, última vez. Good. And then if you want, take the arms out too, and we'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Exhale. Bring your 2 legs together. And you're going to take opposite arm to thigh, a little twist here. Check your neck. Down and up, arriba, abajo. Good. Making sure you get a big stretch through the side of the neck. Beautiful. No sentamos arriba. You're going to sit all the way up. And then let's try that stretch on the other side. So I'm going to slide my humerus bone down my thigh. Good. And then once again, voy a chequear. I'm going to just check my cuello. Check in on my neck. Good. Stretch, reach it back. Good. Again, feeling a little release in the back of my shoulder. Let's inhale, come all the way up once again. Exhale, bring your palms under your shoulders for a moment. Push some weight into your feet, and then let's lift. Lifting. For me, I'm really starting to have a little baby belly. It's nice. And it just comes right up. Okay, let's exhale, release, and I'm gonna now just shift directions. So my left side, mi lado izquierdo, está aquí. Bueno, la misma lado del ordenador. Good, so now stretch, take your arms up for a moment. Good, and then I'm gonna pull back so I feel my sternum, el esternón, bueno, misma on the same plane, more or less, as my knees. And I'm gonna exhale and pull back. So inhale, stretch, reach 2 arms. Exhale, pulling back. Inhale, stretch, reaching. Exhale, pulling back. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, stretch, reaching up and back. Last time, inhale and exhale. Good. Let's sit tall for a moment and now tuck your arms here into your sides so you feel the elbows at the sides of the rib cage. A big breath. Nos inspiramos. Grandísimo. Bueno, profundamente. And then exhale. Let's come right down. So now from here, pull your elbows out kind of to a Y shape and then back out into the body. So empujando los brazos afuera y jalando los brazos adentro. Good. Push, empujamos, jalamos. Good. Out and in. 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. Let's sit that up once again. Make sure you release your back, release your hips. Cada vez moving forward. Beautiful. So now we'll inhale, sit back up, and then exhale. This time bring your palms underneath your shoulders and your 2 legs and are going to come up from the floor. We're going to go down and up, arriba, abajo, arriba, abajo, arriba, abajo. 5 y 4 y 3 y 2 y 1. Good. Take a little pause. Bring your 2 legs together. Take your hands behind the thighs. You're going to come down right before your shoulder blades come to the floor. Take your arms here to your side. Brazos a tu lado. And we're going to inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inspiramos 2, 3, 4, 5. Expiramos 2, 3, 4, 5. Inspiramos 2, 3, 4, 5. Expiramos 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. A pause. Una pausa. Stretch your arms, your legs up. Take a little breath. Good. And now once again, vamos a subir. You're going to lift your head and chest. Pull your tailbone down. Lift your escapula. And here we go. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inspiramos 2, 3, 4, 5. Expiramos 2, 3, 4, 5. Uno más key. Everybody get those scapulas up. And exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Bend your knees. Release here for a moment. And now with your legs, you're going to stretch and reach and bicycling up and out through your legs. Good. Good. And now let's pause with your 2 legs at 90 degrees. Reach the legs out and back just a few times. Afuera. And then right back in. Afuera. Really feeling that through your belly. Good. So noticing that the low back isn't rocking or popping, but you're keeping your center strong, conectada. Good. So now leave the legs out at about 60 degrees. Lift the head and chest. The last set. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time 2, 3, 4, 5. Expirando 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a pause. Reach your right leg out. Take your hands here back behind the head. Rotate towards your left thigh. And exhale, change. So we're going to go 10 y 9 y 8 y 7 y 6 y 5 y 4 y 3 y 2 y 1 y basta, pasta. All done. Let your feet here come to the floor for a moment. And now take your 2 arms to your sides, los brazos a tu lado. From here, let's push into the feet and lift la pelvis arriba. So you want to clear that effort from the hips. Good. So push the feet and then lightly lift your sitting bones down and up. Let's go 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release, take that down. Big stretch, arms up overhead, pull your tailbone down toward your heels, lengthening las abdominales. And now manos a tu lado, arms at your sides, subimos, lifting the pelvis all the way up again. Vamos a abrir y cerrar. You're going to open and close your knees. Las rodillas. Abrimos, cerramos. Open and close. Abrimos, cerramos. Open, close. 5 and 4 and 3. So just feeling that deep adduction. Thighs together. 2 and 1. Good. Exhale. Release. Let that come down. And then from here, let's go ahead. Stretch your right leg out. Now take it up. Now bring it down. And back in. Good. Right foot to the floor. Try that with the left. You're going to take the leg afuera, arriba, abajo, y adentro. Very nice. Good. So now we're going to push our feet down into the floor. Lift your right leg and we'll go afuera, arriba, abajo, adentro. Afuera, arriba, abajo, adentro. Couple more. Afuera, arriba, abajo, adentro. Afuera, arriba, abajo, adentro. Dos más. Afuera, arriba, abajo, adentro. Last time. Up and down and in. Good. Push that foot into the floor. Relift. Vamos a subir otra vez la pelvis. And now your left leg, la pierna izquierda sobre la cadera. Stretch and reach out, up, down, and in. Afuera, arriba, abajo, adentro. Afuera, arriba, abajo, adentro. Fuera, arriba, abajo, adentro. Couple more. Up, down, and in. Afuera, arriba, abajo, adentro. Last time. Beautiful. Bajamos la pierna, lower the leg. Lift your hips and pelvis, letting that area feel a little release through that good work in your glutes. And then exhale, lower it all the way right back down. Good. Dos piernas arriba. This time you'll take 2 legs up. Good. And then 2 legs straightening. So now circle the legs just a couple of times. Good. And now we're going to circle the legs out and around the other way. Good. So now I want you to hold the 2 legs parallel. Open the arms into a T shape. And now let the legs travel to the side and back up. And we're going to go to the other side y arriba. So al lado y arriba. 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 Good. Let's hold with your legs to the right. And now with your bottom leg, la pierna derecha abajo. We're gonna take it down and up. Good. La pierna inferior. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now your top leg, la pierna superior, is gonna come down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Woo! And now we're going to hold the 2 legs, dos piernas juntas, 2 legs together, down and up. And we'll go 8, 7, 6, y 5, y 4, y 3, y 2, y 1. Muy bien. Let's bring your legs over. Ooh, shake them just a hair. Nice and loose. Vamos a hacerlo otro lado. We're going to take that to the other side. So now, las piernas a la izquierda. You're taking your legs to the left. Now the bottom leg, la pierna inferior, you're going to take down and up. Here we go. Let's do 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay. Y ahora la pierna superior. Now your top leg, down and up. 10, 9, 8, y 7, y 6, y 5, y 4, y 3, y 2, y 1. Y ahora, now you're going to do two legs, dos piernas juntas, arriba y abajo. 8, 7, y 6, y 5. So two legs together, down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Muy bien. Bend your knees. And let the legs come right back in over your torso. Hug your hands here to your shins. And now exhale, lift your head and chest. Take your gaze up to your toes. And now your hands, your fingers, dedos a tus manos, dedos a tus tobillos. Take your hands to your ankles. And we're going to rock to a seated position. Now let's see if we can rock back and find our shoulder blades. So here we go, bajando. Y ahora, arriba. Muy bien. And now we're going to bajar. We're going to lower back down. Y arriba otra vez. And up once again. Let's do that one more time. Bajando. Good. And now all the way up. Beautiful. Slide your two legs up. Long legs, long spine. We're going to do some stretches. We're going to do some roll-ups. And we'll go back down to the floor and practice the rollover as well. So let's exhale and come forward. Right here, so 3 inches above your knees, you have your quadricep muscles. And you want those muscles to engage when you stretch forward, and that's going to help you stretch your hamstrings, your femorales, mejor. So now keep that sense of stretch. Your hands come anywhere they want to, need to. And we're going to inhale, extend, vamos a estirar, extender la columna adelante. You're going to stretch your spine forward. Good, and you can walk andemos las manos un poco más afuera, or if you'd like, you can walk your hands a little bit further out. Muy bien, big stretch. From here, you can take one hand on top of the opposite hand, deepening that stretch to your side. Bueno, y vamos a hacerlo otro lado. We'll try that on the other side. Otra mano encima. Good. Take a big breath and allowing your spine to release. Good. Y ahora we're going to bring your two palms together up in front of you. So now let's try a roll up like this. You're going to inhale, stretch, come forward, and then exhale. Let's bajar. Vamos a bajar la dirección del piso. You're going to lower all the way to the floor. Good. And then from here, your two palms potentially are together overhead, las palmas juntas. If that's a good stretch for you. Now I want you to squeeze. Vamos a apretar, bueno, los muslos. Squeeze your thighs together. And then brazos sobre las piernas. You're going to stretch your arms up over your legs, coming all the way back up. Try this with me. You're going to put one hand. So I'm going with my mano derecha, one hand on the heart. Exhale, take your opposite hand to the outside of that leg. Take a big stretch, keeping your heart open as you come forward. Good. Now we'll inhale, sit all the way up. Leave the left arm out. And vamos a bajar. You're going to lower all the way to the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bajando el piso. Y vamos a subir aquí en esta posición. We're going to try to come up from this position. So inhale, inspirando, expirando, subiendo el torso all the way up. Beautiful. Cambiamos manos. You're going to change arms. Inhale, take a big breath. Exhale, reach your fingertips to the outside. So, bueno, los deditos chiquitos se reúnen aquí. Se reúnen aquí. Good, muy bien. Y arriba, we're going to sit up. Y vamos a bajar. Now we're going to lower down. Por los abdominales, por las abdominales. So you're going to come all the way down. 3, y 2, y 1. Good. Inhale, inspirando. Y expirando, you're going to lift all the way back up. Oh, through your abdomen. Beautiful, beautiful. 2 arms out. And now your right leg, la pierna derecha, arriba y abajo. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Keep that leg lifted and then let's lower to the mat. Lower all the way down. Let that leg come in the air. Open the arms to the side. Circulamos. You're going to lightly circle that leg. Good. Alrededor. Good. Estirando, finding your mobility in your hip from stability in the rest of your torso. Estirando otra dirección. You're going to take that the other way. Beautiful. Let's take your arm stretch, reach all the way up. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Beautiful. Now this leg closes. Place the foot here in your hip crease. And we're going to come stretch forward for a moment. Good. So that foot can just go to the inner thigh, pie, el muslo interno, if that feels better to you. And so this is just a deep stretch of your knee. Good. We're going to sit it up for a moment. Opposite hand is going to come to your knee. So mano opuesta reaches to the knee, and then you're going to twist all the way back behind you. Maybe you're loving this twist, stay in it, or you can keep reaching to see if your hand says hello to your toes. They may or may not. That might not be the thing for your shoulders today. So just check in. So wherever this hand is, maybe it's like right here on your back, doesn't matter. Just come and stretch forward over this leg one more time. Good. So you can see the binding of the pose is not really a big deal. It's just about creating some anchors for yourself so you can deepen your stretch. So you can do that by holding onto your shirt or your pants or just onto the back. Create a little anchor for your shoulder. Good. Let's inhale, sit it up. How about we try that on the other side? Exhale, slide that right leg out. And then let's try that with the left. So arms can come back in front. Left leg lifts and lowers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that light lift of the leg. Press the opposite thigh down. And then let's lower all the way to the floor. Slow, steady, easy. Now this leg comes up. Y vamos a circular la pierna allá en la cadera. So the leg is circling inside the hip. Good. El torso estable. So think stable torso. Good. Cambiamos la dirección. You change the direction. Beautiful. So now from here, we're going to inhale, take your 2 arms up, dos brazos arriba. But we're going to exhale, lift the head, the chest, the shoulders, todo eso. Good. So now this leg folds in once again. Outside of the foot, right here, comes into the hip. So it's that long foot bone. And the reason why I'm saying that is you don't want to do, you can get that 5th metatarsal, that outside of your foot bone to come towards the hip crease, you do less, you cause less discomfort to your ankle. So if getting the foot up there is not working for you, foot to the thigh is also perfect. Okay, makes sense? Pulgares arriba, todo entienden? Everybody understands? Good. So now let's sit up and take your first fold over this leg. Good. And so something you can do is fold the elbow out, and that's going to help you stretch in between your scapula. Good. All right. Inhale, nos sentamos arriba. We're going to sit all the way up. And then exhale, this time you turn, giramos. You're going to turn towards your bent leg. hand, mano apuesta a la rodilla. So you take the opposite hand to knee, and then create a twist. Reach your hand behind your back. And you see it's really not about touching your toe, but about adducting, pulling your arm bone into your body and finding an anchor. So if your hand touches your toe, good job, you have long arms. Inhale, take your opposite arm up, good, wherever that arm is anchored. And then exhale, stretch forward just one more time. Good, so try to let that quadricep continue to stretch your hip and hamstring. This pose, Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana, that basically means hand to foot bound pose forward bend, something like that. All right, inhale, stretch, estirando arriba. You stretch and take two arms all the way up, releasing your shoulders. Stretch that leg out. And I'd like us to go back down to the mat one last time, work a little bit on roll over, and then we'll take that into some nice poses down here. So you'll inhale, the arms stretch, reach forward, and then exhale. Let's just slowly lower down. Beautiful. Bring your two knees over your chest. Extend the two legs. Circle the legs out, down, around. Push the arm bones in. Empujando los brazos abajo. And now take your toes up overhead. And then exhale, slowly release right back down. So that might not be the best thing for your body today. If coming into rollover isn't what you need, I would circle the legs out, lift my tailbone, lift my thighs as much as feels good to me, and then set them right back down. So if you're going for that full rollover, again, here we go, legs out, exhale, belly pulls deep, arms anchor into the floor, toes down, thighs up. Give this a breath or two, continuing to extend, estirando por los dedos. Good, and then exhale, lower that right back down. So another little tip, if you find getting up from the floor is really the challenge for you, try propping your pelvis a little bit. So you can see all I did was roll up my blanket here. So now my sacrum is on the blanket, and that makes the lift of the pelvis infinitely easier. So you could roll up your blanket or put a block under your sitting bones, then lift up. I'm going to always tell you not to use your hands to lift your pelvis. And if you have questions about that, see me after class. Exhale, slowly, 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 lower all the way back down. Beautiful. Bend your two knees. And let's exhale, lift your head and chest. You can try a little teaser on the way up. So that's lifting your whole body here. Good. Oh, now we got to try a couple more times. So let the right leg reach up. And now you're going to see if you can lower down. Beautiful. Keep the knees soft if you need to. And then exhale, lift, pulling your torso all the way up, changing legs. This is the left leg extended. And again, just rock the spine if this isn't for you right now. Take a little break. Inhale. And then exhale. Let's lift that strength. Beautiful. Last time, two legs extended as much as feels good to you. And then we're going to lower down 2, 3. Inhale. And exhale. Estirando 2, 3. Very nice bend. Your knees, enough of that, I say. Let's come on to our side. I'm going to face the computer. My right side, mi pierna derecha, esta superior is up here. So I'm going to start just a few times, taking my top leg, arriba y abajo, top leg down and up. Swaying up the hip on this side. Outside of the hip works, inner thigh works. Inner thigh works. That sounds like a startup company. Good. Inhale, stretch and reach your knee joint forward and back. Adelante y atrás. Adelante y atrás. Adelante y atrás. Good. Now from here, circle that leg in your hip socket, knee is bent. Good. Circulando, circle it the other way. You can take your top hand behind your head. Good. Now stretch and reach. Kick the leg behind you. Pull it back in. Kick back and in. Kick back. Pateando atrás y adelante. Good. 2. And now hold that leg out, and we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7. Just lifting the leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Eso, esta es la palabra. Good. So now stretch and reach your top leg forward. La pierna superior. Adelante y atrás. Adelante y atrás. Adelante, atrás. Good. Last time. Última vez. Hold that leg out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Doblando la rodilla, bending the knees, stretching the leg back behind you. Nos sentamos arriba. You're going to stretch. Come up towards those legs. Good. And now right back through to your center. Stretch, reach over once again. And up. Última vez. Stretching this way. And up. Now bring your hands all the way back behind you. Good. And you're going to stretch, reach your hip bone forward. Y ahora atrás. Arriba. And then back. And forward. And then back. Good. One more time. Forward. This time hold back here. And if you like, take your elbows, your codos, and your antebrazos, your forearms to the floor. Really deeply stretch your hip. Just enjoy that for a moment. So this is through the psoas, big stretch here. Beautiful. Let's come up and now stretch towards this leg on the other side. And then your top leg, let it come up. And you're just going to kick back. 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, pateando, atrás, 2, 1. Good. Sweep that leg around. Take it to the outside of your front knee. Afuera de la pierna. Good. And then we're going to twist. Giramos towards your top leg. All the way around. Ooh. Good. I got a little adjustment in mi columna. Beautiful. And now that we're here, I can't resist a Gomukhasana. So we're going to let your top knee, la pierna, encima is going to move over it. So it's like you, as best you can, are stacking your two knees. I'm going to always encourage you, this is the other thing, try to get your bones to get there without using your hands. And the reason for that is the manipulation that comes from your hands is more aggressive than what your hip will do. So it's your hip and your femur are not going to force themselves into a position that's unsafe, but you might do that with your hands. Make sense? So now take your top hand, take the hand of your top leg to your low back, and then your top arm, or that hand of your bottom leg comes up. Let's say hand for a moment on your head and center your spine. Now pat your head and rub your sacrum. I mean, I'm mostly being silly, but also it's good for you. All right, so now from here, walk your hands. Vamos a just slowly let your fingertips creep up and down your spine simultaneously so that the fingertips can come reach towards each other. And again, it's not about trying to force a bind. A lot of times if we're trying to force a bind, we upset our shoulders, or you round in your back because the shoulders are tight, and then that makes it even harder. Believe it or not. Good. So long spine, open shoulders, release. Desdoblar las rodillas, unfold the legs and the knees. And then we're going to come and try that little sequence, if I can remember what the heck we did on the other side. So now this is my left side up, and I'm gonna take my top leg. Oh, I'm just taking the whole thing. Arriba y abajo. Margarita, yo necesito tu ayuda. Si puedes recordar. I think I can remember now. Ya veremos. Good. 3, y 2, y 1. Good. So now you're going to take la pierna adelante y la pierna atrás. Good. You can put a hand behind your head if your neck starts to feel like, oh, I need a little apoyo. Good. Apoyo means like support. Apoyo. It's like a pollo. I need a chicken. Oh, silly jokes. All right. Circulamos. Circulamos la pierna. Circle the leg. Good. Vamos a hacerlo otra dirección. We're going to go the other way. Good. Just saying hola, cadera. Saying hello to your hip. A pause. Stretch, reach the leg behind you. Y adentro. Afuera y adentro. Afuera y adentro. Afuera y adentro. Afuera. Adentro. Good. Let's hold the leg afuera. Hold it out and then down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Una pausa. Bring the leg back in. Stretch. Estirando afuera. Y otra vez. Good. Atrás. Good. Adelante. Y atrás. Adelante. Atrás. Good. Last time. Última vez. Now la pierna arriba, abajo. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Muy bien. Bring that leg all the way back behind you. Nos sentamos arriba. We're going to sit up. Oh, big stretch of your side. Bueno, estirando profundamente cada lado. Good. Arriba y abajo. Good. Beautiful. Una pausa. Take a little pause. 2 arms up. Reach your hands back behind you. Y vamos a mecer un poco la cadera. Your hip. You're rocking the hip. Adelante y atrás. Good. Let's try that just a couple more times. Beautiful. And now pause with your hip kind of back here, and you're going to walk your hands debajo de los hombros. You're going to take your elbows under your shoulders, codos debajo de los hombros, and push your forearms into the floor. Beautiful. And then from here, let's exhale. Come all the way back up. Oh, yes. And now I remember we're going to turn. Send that leg up towards the sky. Kick, kick, kick. So it's just a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So holding weight with your shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring that leg around. So your pie a la rodilla. Good. And then from here, getting your weight centered, grounded on your isquiones. Good. So now we're going to twist, giramos, twisting towards your pierna superior. So you're twisting towards your top leg. Good. And let your sits bones relax. Let your spine continue to grow. Muy bien. And then we're going to let your knees, your rodillas, are going to come all the way together. Good. So again, if you can avoid using your hands, use your ankle muscles, right? Muscles through your feet and muscles in your knee and your hips and legs to get your legs here. Good. And then exhale. So your leg that's on top, Put that hand, same side, on your sacrum. And then otro brazo is going to stretch, reach up. So just feel those two things in opposition for a moment. Then your top hand to your head. And then, of course, you're going to pat and rub. You may find it's harder on this side. I know I did. Good. And then from there, finding your spine lengthening. Remember, you're adducting the arm, pulling the arms close to your body, and then walking your fingertips. Bueno, en la misma dirección. Good. Down your spine, la columna. Beautiful. And just feel yourself sit tall here. Again, without trying to force, without trying to push. Beautiful. Vamos a relajar. Let's relax your shoulders here for a second and then turn towards your top leg, and we're going to come into an all fours position. Beautiful. And then walk your knees kind of back. Stretch, take your sternum to the floor. Oh, let your chest open and release deeply here. And now let's exhale and move your cadera adelante, move your hips forward. So now cadera arriba and your corazón abajo, your heart down. Good. And then from here, you're going to kind of undulate, come back through, letting your head lift. Beautiful. Let's try that a couple more times. Down and then exhale here. Good. And then last time, from your little up dog position, see if you can lift, find a plank pose for just a few breaths. So your knee joints coming off the floor, creating a little stability, strength through your shoulders. Good, long back. Beautiful. Lift your hips. Bring your whole spine up now, so the tailbone is the highest part. The coccyx arriba. Let's push through our arms, empujando por los brazos, and now we're going to walk our hands back slowly to your feet. Good. Nos ponemos las manos aquí en la cadera. Put your hands on your hips. Let me briefly check the time. Well, we have so little time, but we'll just do a few. Let's do a little bit of weight work standing. So I'm going to clear my blanket out of the way and come to face the computer. I was just showing Cora before class, but can everybody see? Can everybody see that? La bebé. Bebés. It's coming. The baby cometh. All right. I'm almost halfway in this pregnancy. Crazy. All right. So now move your thighs back and let your sternum move forward. So thighs back, sternum. Beautiful. Good. Hold down here in like an Utkatasana, and you're just going to bring your weights in and then let them come in front of you. Pull your elbows in and stretch. Here you go. So the weights come right back. Let's go 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. So now reach your forearms back behind you. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. Bring your weights back down or back in front of your chest. Exhale, stretch, reach all the way up. And now from here, heels are going to lift as your weights come down. So we're going to go up and then weights down, talones arriba. Good, up and heels and weights. Good. Up, heels and weights. Let's do that one more time. Up and then down. So now you're going to doblar en las rodillas, everybody bending in your knees. 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can hold in that little bend and open and close the knees just a hair. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Plant the heels. Step your feet just a little bit wider. And then you're going to take your arms out to your side here for a moment. Take one leg. I'm going with my left leg forward. And I'm going to take my leg down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the leg to the side. Lift the arms a hair higher. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg back behind you. And 2 weights forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Exhale. Todo adentro. Bring it all back in. And we'll try that one more time. Otro lado. So now, arms out. And then la pierna arriba y abajo. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take the arms out. Brazos afuera. Más arriba. Leg to the side. Pierna a tu lado. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Y ahora, so now you're going to take the leg back behind you and your 2 weights forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it all in. And exhale. Let's let your weights come to the side for a moment. You'll take a long forward bend. Letting your spine begin to release. Good. So now if it's comfortable, let's bend in your 2 knees. Come low above the floor. See if you can balance. Puedes equilibrar over your 2 legs. Good. So I've got heels coming up towards your sits bones. 2 arms out. Dos brazos arriba. Beautiful. And then you can take your fingertips forward, help you balance, come down to the floor. Good. And we're going to turn, just give ourselves a little final shavasana. So I'm going to put a little prop under my knees, and then I'm going to roll up my blanket, let it run horizontal on my mat, place it under my scapula. Good, and then let the arms float out. From here, let's start to center with our breathing. One, so just let your breath move even fuller. Expanding all the way through your torso. See if you can explore any hidden little pockets of tension through your breath. And then slowly, when you feel ready, just begin to lightly wiggle your fingers and your toes. And circle, ankle, circle your wrist. Good. One full body stretch, and then you can bring your knees over your chest. And roll to one side. Good. Empujamos por los brazos. You'll push through the arms. Find your way up. We'll bring our palms together. Bowing the head. Good. Closing the eyes. Tu práctica es un regalo. Your practice is a gift. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Namaste. Namaste.